Guys, today we're going to talk about body armor versus chest rigs. I'm Jay with Prepared Citizens. I hope this video finds you well. Hope you're doing well. Guys, today we're going to talk about body armor versus chest rigs, which one I recommend for you to go with and why, most importantly. So the only reason I'm talking about this topic is because for a short time in my life, I spent some time in the Army as an Army infantryman, and I wore body armor and ballistic helmets and all this, what we called full battle rattle, every day for a living. So with that being said, I feel like I got a little bit of experience to share with you guys, and just going from since I was in the military to now continuing my training and education in this stuff and experiences that I've had since getting out, I feel like I could probably help some of you. Now, I will say there's a ton of good videos on this stuff, and at the same time, there's a ton of BS out there where people are just doing a lot of range theatrics, wanting you to go with the high-speed setup your special forces guys are using. I promise you, those dudes have a very specific reason they're using that stuff, and it's way different from your reason of looking at this type of stuff. So, first thing you want to ask yourself before you make a purchase is, why are you buying it? And beyond that, how are you going to be using it? Meaning, are you going to be doing foot patrols, or are you going to be on a vehicle, like on a four-wheeler or a UTV or an actual like truck or something? So what we call that is mounted versus dismounted. And mounted, being a vehicle, dismounted, you're on foot. And I can tell you right now, from all the experience I've had, if you are mounted, you may want to consider some ballistic protection. There's a lot of benefits to having this stuff when you look at that ballistic protection. And if you're mounted, you're not putting as much strain and stress on your spine and your body in general. So that may be a good option. Now, if you're like me and your property you can't even get four-wheelers in and out of, you're going to be totally dismounted for your entire patrol, you're probably going to want to go with a chest rig setup. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's a vast difference in doing 10 plus hour days in these two setups here. And it didn't take me very long after I got out of the military of wearing this on a few patrols. I was like, this sucks. This is so stupid. I'm not going to be doing patrols in this. So for a long time now, I've been opting for the chest rig setup. And I will say too, if you don't want a chest rig, if you'd rather do like an LBE, that's totally cool too. I would throw that in this category. I like my chest rig because when I do property patrols at some places, there is access to UTVs, and it's nice to be able to comfortably sit in a UTV after taking off my assault pack and still keeping my chest rig on. And but if you have no access to UTVs or anything, you may want to just stick with the LBE. Both of those are good options, by the way. And some LBEs, depending on how you set it up, you can still comfortably sit in the vehicle. So, guys, that's really all this is going to boil down to, is how long are you going to be wearing it for, and what are you wearing it, like what are you doing while you wear it. So, that's really about all I got for you on which one you should go with. Real quickly, I'll touch base on helmets as well. So I do have a helmet set up here. This is a bump helmet by Hardhead Veterans. I opted to go with Hardhead Veterans because they have a good warranty, and they're very high quality product. And I know there's a lot cheaper options out there, but I really like having the warranty, and if something happens to this, they're going to take care of it for you. Also, it's got a very nice adjustment system, chin strap, all that good stuff. But the only reason I own this piece of kit is for night vision. That's the only reason. I will run a GoPro in it sometimes and make videos for you guys, but realistically, night vision. And I have a budget night vision setup. Everything's in here. It's a Night Fox Prow, I think what it's called. I'll be doing a full video on that whole setup in the future. But reason I wanted the bump helmet is because I got some bulged disc in my neck from, again, military, car accident, all this stuff. And I don't want to put any more weight that I have to on all this already damaged spine. So, because if you hurt yourself out there, if you jack up your back worse or neck worse and you're not able to do anything, now you're useless. And I don't want that to happen to me personally. So, please keep that in mind when considering purchasing this stuff, because this is, no matter what route you go, none of it is really cheap. I mean, obviously the armor ballistic route is way expensive, but I just don't want anybody to make the mistake of buying all this and then like going to patrol classes or something and then realizing like, crap, this is not the right route to go. So I hope that's the goal of this video, is to help people avoid that. So yeah, for me personally, guys, if you're doing dismounted patrols and you're going to be doing it for 8+ hour days, you definitely want to go with a chest rig setup. It's so much easier, it's so much more effective, you can move faster, all this good stuff. So many more benefits to this, in my opinion, than this. Does this have its place? Yes. If I got a special vehicle, a helicopter dropping me off at the location and doing my thing for 30 minutes to 2 hours, and then running back outside, the helicopter's picking me up again to go home, and I rip all this stuff off, absolutely, you probably want to go with full ballistic capabilities all the way around. But if you're just a standard prepared citizen like myself, you do normal property patrols, you're on your own, you are fully self-sustained, you do everything yourself on foot, you may want to go with this. Probably a better option. So that's my take on these two. They're both good options, to be honest with you, but you really have to ask yourself, why are you purchasing it and what are you doing? So just remember, this is coming from a former Army infantryman. I am telling you now that doing the things that I do and that I told you I do, this is the option I'm going to choose every time. So no need to go pretend I'm special forces with this and then pretty much be kind of useless when you're out in the field for a long time, because it's going to get old really quick carrying that much weight. Alright guys, that's really all I got for you on this topic. I hope this helps. If you got anything to add, or tell us why you went with one setup or the other, because as I said, if you're doing mounted patrols, this ain't a bad option. But just for me personally and dudes I train with, this is usually typically what we do. A lot of people that wear this stuff all the time in videos and all, for theatrics, I'm telling you. Movies and stuff like that, where you see these dudes hiking through mountains with all this stuff on, I'm telling you, it's movie theatrics. So please don't be fooled by that. Take it from dudes that have been there with experience, and again, a lot more than me, that's really been there and done this stuff. So take their advice. Alright, and again, that does it. Leave us comments what you got, and remember to check out preparedcitizenstg.com if you need any medical or comms solutions, because I try to be that one-stop shop to get you set up on medical and comms, because those are like the two most overlooked things in preparedness. So with that being said, guys, remember to be an asset to everyone around you, not a liability, and I will see you on the next one. God bless.